Hello, troopers, and welcome back to Ask G.A.R. Today we got a lot of great questions. I will say, I have my little co-host with me, so if you hear little noises, you guys know Jackson. No, he keeps trying to reach for the my microphone, and I'm trying to tell him no. We'll see how well that works. He's got his little bear in his hands, but we'll see how well that works. Anywho, we'll hop right into it. Jared Hartman asks, "What is your favorite Lego Star Wars figure, and which one do you want to be added to your collection the most?" Okay, so I'm gonna do, since we are an army building channel, I will do my favorite figure that I have army built, and then my favorite figure overall that I have, not a non-army building one, and then one of each of ones I want to add. So my favorite army builder is probably the 2014 212 Trooper. Is one of my favorite clone troopers. It's probably my favorite that I have army built in quantity. My favorite figure. Oh, that's a good one. Probably, I do have Aegon Kolar. I really like the look. I really like the Jedi designs from that kind of 2013, 2012 to 20, even now sometimes, but especially to 2020. Just some really good Jedi designs. So he's probably my favorite figure who's a non-army builder. I really, really like him. I really like his design. I think they did a phenomenal job on him. So honestly, he's probably my favorite figure that I have in my collection. And then the army builder I want to add more, well, let's see, not more, add more of, but want to get, period, is I'd only get one, but I would like to get a Shadow ARF Trooper. That's the one I want to add to my collection. And then favorite figure that I want to be added is probably the 2019 Luminara from the Turbo Tank. It's such an amazing figure. I really would like that Quinlan Boss as well, but definitely that Luminara is probably my most wanted army figure. Hey Guy 3138 asks, what do you find more enjoyable, the experience of unboxing and building the set, or what you do with them after you have built them? It just depends. Right now, probably unboxing and building, because I can't really do a whole lot more with them besides display them, which I actually still like playing with them. So overall, when I have the space again where I can get my Legos out and have them on shelves again, I enjoy playing with them more than building them. I honestly, sometimes if I could have a set just come already built, I liked buying used sets sometimes because they'd come mostly built and I could just get them out and slab them back together a little bit and start playing with them right away. So, and I'm still that way. So if I can have my preference, I prefer playing with them, doing little battles or big battles over building them, but I do still enjoying the building the set and unboxing. Brandon asked a couple questions. You still got to let me know, my guy, of your information, so where I can get that battle pack to you. But we'll get on with the questions. What do you think of the 25th anniversary figures? So far, I like what I'm seeing. Again, Fox, I think we've talked about, has its problems. You can check out, if you want to learn more of my thoughts on Fox, you can check out my review on the Boarding the Tantive 4 set. I think Malgus is really cool. I'm not a huge fan of the Old Republic, so he doesn't interest me, but I appreciate how good of a figure he is and how cool it is for the Old Republic fans. And the other ones I am excited for. I know some people weren't, but I am excited for the little Leia, the young Leia, especially. I got my wife to watch Obi-Kenobi last week, and she really likes little Leia, so she doesn't know she's coming, so I might end up giving that to her, or at least she'll be excited that she's coming out. And then the other ones, I can't remember who else is. Oh, guys, I know there's more that's known, but so far I am somewhat impressed. I am happy that they're not have like the 25th logo. I know Maul is in the accessory or the visual dictionary coming out, but the other ones, I'm glad that they don't have them. So I'm impressed. I'm happy with them. I wish 5s had been a little bit better. Hey, you're okay. You're okay. Okay, and then Brandon also asks, how are you liking the Bad Batch Season 3? Bro, I am loving it. I am loving it, but it was very bittersweet. Okay, if you haven't watched last week's episode, so it'll be by the time this comes out. Yes, this comes out on Thursday, so it'll be last week's, not this week's episode. So last week's 2 episodes, if you haven't watched it, go like 30 seconds ahead. But last week's episodes made me very sad of how many clones that we've seen a couple times, or a lot, like Fireball. I was very sad that Fireball died, and the other and Nemec and the other guys. That did make me sad, but overall, it kind of made the emotional drop deeper for them. I am loving Season 3. I think it is the best season so far of the Bad Batch, and I am so excited, if not terrified, for the rest of the season. Yoda the Giant asks, what Lego Star Wars set do you wish Lego would bring back / remake. Let's see. I've talked about this at times, and hey, big fan of your channel. Hey, buddy, you're never asking too many questions. You can always ask as many questions as you would like, and I'll try to get to them if I can. So the one I want them to make the most is going to be the UTAT. I really love that vehicle. I want to see it made in Lego. And then one that they would remake, probably the ARC 170. I really want them to remake an ARC 170 with the same good level of design like the last one, but greater stability in the wings. Kind of like a modern version of the ARC, kind of like how good I think the X-Wing was in 2019 2019. That X-Wing is my favorite X-Wing, and I think it was such an improvement and just such the best X-Wing, far better than the one that was out last year. But I want them to give that kind of level of treatment and size proportion to a new ARC 170. Arca Taylor 9230 asks, what are your top minifigures for Lego Star Wars if they made a CMF line? Let's see. So I don't know. That kind of goes back to the last question. I don't know. What I would want them to do with it, though, would be base it on certain eras. So you could do an episode 1/1 of figures that we haven't got or don't get often, like certain maybe Gungan Warriors again, or certain figures that it would be hard to put in a set or don't really fit as well. Do figures like that, or even just randoms, like do episode 3, or do episode 2, but do like all the different clone ranks and like the separatist leaders. Do episode 3 and do different separatist leaders and some maybe Jedi that we wouldn't often get and some clones and different things along those lines is what I would be wanting for them to see them do with a CMF line. Is not so much particular figures, but I would want them to do CMF lines based around one movie or TV show in particular, and give us figures that we either haven't gotten in a while or would probably never get unless they were in a CMF line. So that's what I would like to see in a CMF line. That is probably never going to happen, unfortunately. And then lastly, Joshua Wald asks, he didn't know that there was 50% only twice a year. So yes, I believe it was only twice a year, going back to about the Lego Star Wars. What was I thinking? Working at a Lego store. Yes, you do get to keep the ships from the display cases, maybe, but I'm pretty sure they're glued, so I really would not really want glued sets. So again, still probably cons outweigh the pros for me, but if they aren't glued, that would be a better option, especially getting a Venator. That would be cool, but still, I really wouldn't want a glued set. Period, unfortunately, but that's my opinion. Maybe you're okay with that, but I would not want that. So thank you guys. That is some amazing questions. Comment your questions down below if you want them answered next week. I look forward to answering those. There's really some good questions, and I hope to catch you guys next time.